こんにちは、皆さん。今日、私たちは日本語を勉強しています。質問があれば、私に聞いてください。Greetings, everyone. Today we're studying Japanese. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask me at any time. We're going to continue with immersion with Card Captor Sakura. Keirochi Omakase. We'll leave it to Keiru-chan.
こにゃにゃちはみんなちゃんと家のお手伝いしとるかみんなちゃん
みんなちゃんと家をお手伝いshitoru-ka. Okay, so this is from tetsudau is conjugated into its continuous form of tetsudai. Let's see, wait, let's see. Tetsu. Let's see, tetsudai. It's an utsuru word, so that'd be tetsudate. But that's not what's going on here, so I'm thinking maybe you put it into the noun form and use shite with it? So I think this is actually tetsudao in its noun form, tetsudai, and then he used the sudo in its continuous form, shite iru, but he's Kansai Ben speaking, so he said shite oru, and that contracts down to shitoru, as you see here. So, have you been helping out? Has everyone been helping out around the house? Okay. Yeah, okay. So, o tetsudai, which is help or assistance. Shitoru from, yeah, shite, help from studio, okay, yeah. Now, what I'm curious about is why did they choose to use to here with Mina-chan? Why is, oh, and in case you're curious on why they picked Chan, is, number one, young kids, regardless of gender, tend to have the chan suffix used with them, and two, this audience show is probably mostly female anyway, and chan is the suffix you would generally use with female. And since this show is really targeted towards younger kids. So why is to used instead of ni? Ni or wa? Actually, yeah, wa would have made a lot of sense too. Since Mina-chan to ie o otetsudai shitoru ka? Shitoru is not the standard. No. No. I mean the... Let's see. I mean the till after chan. The to and chan. Oh, that's not... Oh, that's chanto. That's not chan. As in Mina-chan. Okay, so he's just saying Mina with no suffix. This is chanto, which means properly. Correctly or properly. So Mina, chanto ie no o tetsudai shitoru ka? So in other words, has everyone been properly helping out around the house? Would be a good translation. It's literally like, has everyone properly houses help? Doing houses help? Essentially, which is more literal translation. Okay. Why is sudo used instead of otetsu datte otetsu datte dot toru otetsu dot toru. Let's see, the verb suitor is used with otetsudai because it is a noun, not a verb. In Japanese, to turn a noun into a verb, you use noun plus will plus suitor. Okay. Why not use tetsu dot okay. Let's see, what was the word? It was tetsu. So why not use tetsu dot teru instead of tetsu dai shiteru? So you cannot use o tetsudai shiteru because o tetsudai was the incorrect honorific O can not be directly attached to Tetsu dial. Okay. Just drop the honorific O. You can use tetsu.teru and it's grammatically correct and common. Okay. It's contract. Tetsu daishiteru is contracted of. Yeah, okay. Both tetsu.teru and tetsu daishiteru are correctly and widely used. The choice often depends on nuance or context. Tetsu.teru is slightly more direct. Tetsu daishiteru uses the honorific prefix, making it sound a bit more polite or humble, especially when the help is for the listener or someone else. Let's see. Tetsu.teru is... Okay, so it's more of choice, but doing it with the Tetsudai Shiteru sounds politer. Apparently. Minna chanto ie o Tetsudai shitoru ka? Or has everyone been helping out around the house?
みんなちゃんと家のお手伝いしとるか？しとらん？あかんな。
Shitoran? That's probably from Shitoranai. I don't know. Let's see. Akanna. Akan, that's basically Kansai Ben's Dame, and then Na is more like a self-reflection sort of particle. So let's see. Shitoran. I don't think that's what they mean. It's probably nai. To become moist, to become damp. Let's see, you aren't. That's not good. Okay, so Akano, that's bad. But how does Shitoran mean you aren't? Let's see if this is Shite Ore. No, it wouldn't be Ore, it would be Orenai. Let's see. No, Oru becomes Orenai. Yeah, Oru becomes Orenai. And then Shite Orenai would probably contract to Shitoranai, or Shitoran as he says it. So I think that's what that is. Let's see. Explain the grammar of the Shitoran. Yeah, it's from Shitei Nai is in standard Japanese, or in Kansai Ben Shite Oranai. Kansai dialect would use Shitoran or Seihen, depending on the specific region, but Shitoran is a common variant of not doing or haven't done. In this specific idiomatic structure, it functions similar to the Senya or the Sento, which are contractions of, let's see, Sezuni without doing, or Sezuni. Sezuni So, shitoran akanna, you're not doing. That's bad.
Konnichiwa! みんなちゃんと家のお手伝いしとるか？しとらん？あかんな。さて、毎週ミント絶対損する。さて、
さて、
毎週ミント絶対損。
毎週、毎週、ミント。
するケロちゃん。みんなちゃんと家のお手伝いしとるか？しとらん？あかんな。さて、毎週ミント絶対損する。
Oh, zettai. Okay,
み
that's
んなちゃ
zettai.
んと家のお手伝いしとるか？しとらん？あかんな。さて、毎週ミント絶対損するケロちゃんにか？しとらん？あかんな。
Sate. Well, now then, okay, yeah, okay, so my shoe every week. Okay. Mean, I believe this is from Minai. Let's see, every week. Not so with not looking. Zettai. Absolutely, definitely, unconditionally. Sonsuru. Feel disappointed to lose money to waste one's time or effort. Okay, it says it's not adjective. Sonsu. Included transitive and transitive. Sudo verb. And okay. Okay, so the base verb is just this zone thing here. Loss, damage, harm. So to do loss, to do harm, which has the implication of so why does it say look like it's saying when no one is looking absolutely do harm? Why does it look like it's every week? Why does it look like it's saying that? I think I'm misunderstanding this sentence. So yeah, minai, okay. Minai. To suffer, to miss out. In this context, it implies losing value or enjoyment by not watching. Oh, okay, I see. So it's saying that. So my 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 shoe minto. So with not watching, zettai zettai sons suru. You're missing out. So if you're not when you're not watching every week, you're missing out. So in this case, it's like a loss, as in like he's missing out on something. To feel disappointed, missing out. There it is. Okay. Son suru. Okay. Sate, 毎週ミント絶対損する. So well, every week, if you're not watching, you're missing out.
こにゃにゃちはみんなちゃんと家のお手伝いしとるか？しとらん？あかんな。さて、毎週ミント絶対損するケロちゃんにお任せの時間がやってきたで。か？しとらん？あかんな。さて、毎週ミント絶対損するケロちゃんにお任せの時間。
To Kira-chan ni omakase, or in other words, leave it to Kira-chan, and then jikan, time, and then ga yatte kite de, to do and coming. So it's now time. It is already the time to do leave it to Kira-chan. Kira-chan ni omakase no jikan ga yatte kita de. Which de is at the end of the day at the end of this is a colloquial, relaxed, formal sentence ending part that functions functions as a shortened deska. Wait, it functions as a deska? What's this? It should not be confused with the location or means particle de. Is not a times selector de. Then that's just a kansai bin emphatic particle. It's a sentence particle used for emphasis or assertion common in Kansai dialect. Kira-chan ni omakase no jikan ga yatte kita de.
あかんな。さて、毎週ミント絶対損するケロちゃんにお任せの時間がやってきたで。今日は何やろな。
今日はないよな. So today, what shall we do? I wonder what's in store for us today. Oh, okay, it's being used like, instead of like shall, it's being used more like wonder. 今日は何やろうな.
ストラあかんな。さて、毎週ミント絶対損するケロちゃんにお任せの時間がやってきたで。今日は何やろな。おっと、バトルコスチュームやな。なんやろな。おっと、バトルコスチュームやな。
おっと、あ、バトルコスチュームやな。So, okay, that's the second part is just battle costume. This is the battle costume, but what is Otto? Oh, it's a battle costume. Oh, that's supposed to be O, okay, like the interjection O. Otto. Oh, konnichiwa. Uh, Nafushka, Genki desu ka? Howdy, concept in is so annoying. Well, it's more of just more things to learn. If you have any questions about anything, you can ask. I've been studying it a while through this anime. It, it, it's essentially just sort of like a different set of rules for a different area that you have to learn both. You know, this show is targeted towards elementary school kids, I'm guessing, and so they're supposed to know this level of vocabulary and all these dialects by that age. So keep that in mind. At least I think it's targeted towards elementary school kids, though it's kind of one of those shows in which it's designed for people of all ages to watch, like how some shows are meant. But I think the primary audience was supposed to be elementary school kids. Let's see. Nafushka wa, it's cool to see Nihongo on Rumba toimashita, or Nafushka said. Uh, so if you have any questions about the translations I'm doing, just ask. So anyway, from what I understand, this is Oto O, and then Bato costume yana. Or this, oh, it's a battle costume.
で、今日は何やろな。おっと、バトルコスチュームやな。1週間ぶりやけど懐かしいな。
Let's see. 1週間ぶりやけど something かしな. Let's see. Yeah, I know this is 1 week, as in you're talking about the time period of 1 week, but what is this booty for? Booty. Let's try looking for booty. Hmm. Explain the grammar of let's see. Issue. Wait, I thought it was issue. Let me see. Issue on Ishu. Yes. Okay, so this translator's just being strange. Yeah, this is Ishu-kan. Booty, a suffix attached to a time expression to indicate that a certain amount of time has passed since an event occurred. So it's like, I guess ago in English, like 1 week ago. What is booty based off of? See, are you copy pasting the lines from a subtitled text file? So I have a subtitled text file on this video, and I have a shortcut key in which I can basically copy whatever the active subtitle is into the computer's copy board. I forget what that's called, and then I can paste it somewhere else. So I have a script that I mentioned in my description on how to do that and how I had to set up. I had to find a player that actually worked on my computer for adding like random subtitles to things because this video did not come with the subtitle. Yeah, on my descriptions, in addition to like how to I set all this up, you can see a lot of things about learning Japanese. Let's see. The suffix booty comes from furi, which itself is derived from fudu. The sound change from furi to booty is due to the common Japanese phonological phenomenon called rendaku, sequential voicing, which occurs when the word is used as a suffix. Okay. Fudu, okay, and fudu is just to shake. See, wait. Core meaning carries the fundamental meaning of a manner of doing something, style or appearance. Okay, maybe I'm thinking the wrong kanji? Because I thought fudi was shaking. Yeah, swing, shake. Oh, appearance, behavior as well. Swing, shake. Pretense, persistence. Yes, so it has that shake or pretense meaning, and it basically, in this case of times, it's used to say, denote a time that has passed. So, 1 week ago, let's see, 1週間ぶりやけど、懐かしい, let's see, dear old, okay, good old, long for, classic, nostalgic. Okay, so nostalgic, so nostalgic. So it's been 1 week, but nostalgic. Okay, it's been a week, but it sure brings back memories, is how the translator translates it. Okay, that makes more sense, yeah. So, 1週間 booty ya kedo natsukashi na. And of course, it's using na since the na ending particles is more for when you're like thinking about something to emphasize that. See, booty is not sense. Yeah, I was trying to see where in its dictionary it actually says that. For the first time in... Oh, is this different? Oh, I see. When you... Okay, so you only ever use it in the not sense meaning when it's booty, but is that just because it's as a suffix, though? Okay, anyway. So, 1週間ぶりやけど、懐かしいな。
なんやろな。おっと、バトルコスチュームやな。1週間ぶりやけど懐かしいな。これは今までのとはちょっと変わったデザインやろ。
これは今まで let's see, as for this, until now, and then no to wa see no to wa chotto kawatta, so that's a little changed. Design Yaro, and Yaro is just that concept means da essentially is ya, and then Yaro is dado. So as for this, until now, and then no to, is these particles or is this a word? I think it's trying to say it's a little change in the design until now. Let's see. Explain the grammar of see now Fushka wa now dictionaries don't convey grammar where I'd recommend a grammar website for grammar terminology. Yes, it's a suffix. Toimashita or Nafushka said. I've been looking using different types of searching to try to pull grammar apart for sentences since it can be hard to actually find stuff like that. Let's see what this is. So it says the translation, this design is a little different from the ones we've seen so far, isn't it? Okay, that's for the grammar on that. Kore, okay, we know that. Imamare, okay, we know that. Towa, this particle combines towa, so it's two main roles. Quotation top of marker can quote or highlight a concept. Contrastive emphasis. Let's see. Wa adds contrast As for so to together emphasizes contrast. So to can highlight and wa shows contrast, and so ima made no to wa as for the previous ones, or compared to the what came before. This structure is commonly used to highlight differences. Okay. Choto kawatta design. Okay, a little, and then past tense for to change, and then design. So a slightly different design. See, kawatte functions as an adjective-like modifier to design. Okay, yeah. Yado is Kansai dialect, Osaka Kyoto version of Desho and standard Japanese. Expresses shared assumption or soft confirmation. So Yado at the end makes the sentence a tag question. This is a bit different from the previous ones, right? It's not a strict question. It's not a strict question, but a rhetorical suggestion. This adds colloquial warmth and regional flavor. Let's see. This, compared to the previous ones, is slightly different design. Okay. Now my question is, why is there that no at the beginning? Or in the middle after mare? Why is no after mare? The no after mare in ima mare no is used to turn the preceding phrase into a modifier for the following noun. Oh, okay. So that no is not just for the imamari, it's for the whole thing that came before it. So, kore wa imamare, and that no basically compartmentalizes that entire phrase. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense to compartmentalize. You still need the kore by itself, though. In that case, why not? Why would you have a no at all? Let's see. Adding no makes it of until now, or the ones up to now, following a modified noun, like design. The previous or up to now. Okay. Is kore part of the phrase no is encapsulating? No, kore is not part of the phrase that no encapsulates. In the sentence kore wa ima mare no to wa chotto kawatta design yaro, the no is in ima mare no, only turns ima mare until now into a noun modifying phrase. Kore wa ima mare no to wa okay, so I guess when you want to sort of make something, even if it ends with a particle into like a subject, you can add a no after that. Yeah, I think I remember seeing some examples of sentences that where you could have a to particle with something and it modifies the whole sentence, but if you have no to, it just used as like a descriptive phrase to modify what comes after it. そう、これは今までのとはちょっと変わったデザインやろう ?or as for, let's see, as for this, everything on this is a little different. Everything until now is a little different from it. Don't you think?
趣味やな。1週間ぶりやけど懐かしいな。これは今までのとはちょっと変わったデザインやろ。近未来的な感じが出ててなかなか新鮮や。
See, keen mirai, so mirai is future. Techie is like how you say een of something. Not een, but like talking about an aspect of something. Let's see. Keen. Explain the grammar of this. Keen mirai teki. It has, okay. Then let's see, kanji, feeling, sensation. Dete, which is from dete ite. So actively coming out, and then naka, considerably, and then shinsen, new. So I think it's trying to say something like a futuristic feeling coming out, and then it's considerably new, or new, fresh, or something like that. Let's see. Keen mirai, near future. Techie plus now. Okay, this converts the now near future into a non-adjective meaning futuristic or sci-fi like. Okay, so this is supposedly the word for near future. Keen mirai, near future, with mirai being future and keen. Let's see, that came from Chikai. Chikai, near close. So close future or near future. And if you remember, mirai is how you talk about the future of like large scale things like a country. And shodai is how you talk about the future of like an individual person. So since we're talking about like a general fashion trend, that's would be considered a large scale thing. So they're using kirai. I mean, mirai. They're using mirai, yeah. So kin mirai teki na kanji ga detete nakanaka shinsen ya. It has a futuristic vibe. It's pretty fresh. So, kin mirai teki na kanji ga detete nakanaka. Shinsen. Fresh. Okay. Shinsen. Okay, that kanji, second kanji comes from fresh, vivid, clear, brilliant. Okay. And then new or tadashi. So, kin mirai teki na kanji ga detete nakanaka shinsen. And if you notice, this is te form changing in complex sentences. This is where clause 1 ends, and then this is where clause 2 begins.
近未来的な感じが出ててなかなか新鮮や。智代も新境地に足を踏み入れたようやな。
Tomoyo mo Moyamo Shinkyochi. New ground, science, art, etc. New front, new scope. Ashi, football. Oh, yeah, Ashi leg as well. Well, the lower leg part. Let's see. Then Fumi ireta, to walk in on, to trend upon. I think it's trying to say something like Tomoyo-chan's is walking in on new paths in order, basically trying to make a metaphoric expression about walking into brand new styles. Let's see, translator says it looks like Tomoyo has entered a whole new phase, hasn't she? So Tomoyo mo Shinkyochi ni Ashio. Let's break down this word. This is from Fumu, I assume. To step on, to tread on, to trample. So to trample plus to put in makes to walk in on. Ireru. To put in, okay. Now why is foot being used in this? So walk in on foot, on the foot. Shinkyochi, new realm, new territory, new okay. Ashi o Fumi ireta, from Fumi ireru, verb phrase for stepped into or entered. Ashi, foot, object of the verb. Then yo, a grammatical form indicating appearance or likelihood. Okay, so this is probably appearance. see. Explain this part in particular. Ashio fumi ireta means stepped into. To walk in on. To tread on, and then feet. Oh no, ashi is either foot or lower leg. Why is ashi there? Literal physical metaphor to step foot into something. Oh, okay, I see. So it's like saying she stepped in. She stepped into with what? You have to say with the foot, apparently. Let me guess. This is a transitive verb. And it's transitive. It needs an object. You have to say what you're walking in on or treading upon. Now, wouldn't that be on the situation, not with the foot? To walk in on, to tread upon. Fumi ireru. So to walk in on foot, with the foot towards the Shinkyochi, or new ground and frontier in science or art. Okay. So Tomoyo-chan, Shinkyochi. Okay. Tomoyo mo Shinkyochi ni ashi o fumi ireta yo ya na.
的な感じが出ててなかなか新鮮や。智代も新境地に足を踏むな。これは今までのとはちょっと変わったデザインやろ。近未来的な感じが出ててなかなか新鮮や。智代も新境地に足を踏み入れたようやな。ほんでこの独特な形をしたショルダー部分も智代も新境地に足を踏み入れたようやな。ほんでこの独特な形。
Honde. So Honde thereupon. Okay, then Dokutoku na. Uniqueness, characteristic, peculiarity. And then that's Sugat. No, that's Katachi. Physical form, shape, figure. What did he say?
的な感じが出ててなかなか新鮮や。智代も新境地に足を踏み入れたようやな。ほんでこの独特な形をしたショル的な感じが出ててなかなか新鮮や。智代も新境地に足を踏み入れたようやな。 ほんでこの独特な形をした
Let's see. It keeps saying Katachi.
に足を踏み入れたようやな。ほんでこの独特な形をしたショル
Yes, he's saying Katachi. So, ほんでこの独特な形をしたショルダ部分もportion section part. So this peculiar form, so as for this particular form, okay. So Sheeta did a particular peculiar form for the shoulder part. So the shoulders have a peculiar form essentially. And then honde. Explain the grammar of and then there's this uniquely shaped shoulder part. Where does honde come from in let's see, originates from the Kansai dialect concept in which is spoken in western region of Japan, primarily in Osaka, Kyoto, and Kobe. It's a phonetic contraction of the standard Japanese conjunctions sorede, or in other words, sort of like from that, or let's see, in concept in the sounds often shift to an H sound, a common feature in this dialect, resulting in honde. So honde. So honde. Kono dokutoku. See, this kanji comes from single alone, spontaneously, and then special. So something single and it's special, that means it's unique essentially. So peculiarity or uniqueness. Honde, kono dokutoku na katachi o shita shoru da bubun mo. So from there, she did a peculiar shoulder part.
的な感じが出ててなかなか新鮮や。智也も新境地に足を踏み入れたようやな。ほんでこの独特な形をしたショルダー部分もなかなかええやろ。
Nakanaka e yaro. So nakanaka considerably, and then is a way of saying e, which is good. It comes from yoi, so it's considerably good, isn't it? Yaro, hence why the yaro's on it. Nakanaka e yaro.
だようやな。ほんでこの独特な形をしたショルダー部分もなかなかええやろ。まだまだケロちゃんて。
Mara mara, a long way to go. So then Kiro-chan cheku, or Kiro-chan check. Wait, What does this translate to? Still checking Kiddo. Okay. Kiddo-chan check, not yet complete. So either still a long way to go, now then Kiddo-chan check, or the Kiddo-chan check is not yet complete, or something like that. Mara Kiddo-chan check.
独特な形をしたショルダー部分もなかなかええやろ。まだまだケロちゃんチェック。このインカムはほんまに使えるんやで。
このインカムはほんまに使えるんやで。So, Sky's to use, so Skyedu is able to use. Inkamu, I'm guessing that's antenna or something. Or maybe that's walkie-talkie. Something. Inkamu. Let's see. It translates as Tomoyo-chan also seems to have set foot into a new frontier. It's a set expression. Inkamu, intercom, microphone. Okay. So either walkie-talkie or intercom would probably be a good translation for it. So, このインカムはhonma, truth, reality. いや、ほんまに使えるんやで。So, with truth is able to use. Okay, so in other words, this walkie-talkie or this intercom is truly usable. You're actually able to use it. このインカムはほんまに使えるんやで。
ケロちゃんチェック。このインカムはほんまに使えるんやで。軽くて丈夫、感度良好で緊急使えるんやで。軽くて
大丈夫。Karui, light, not heavy. Okay, so this is just karui in its connective tense, and then daijo, healthy, robust, strong, solid, durable. So I'm thinking they probably mean durable in this context. So it's light, durable, and then kondo. Sensitivity. So made from emotions and degrees. Okay. Degrees or time, okay. Sensitivity of measuring instrument, radio, TV. So light, durable, and sensitive, and then vehicle, good, fine, favorable. Oh, maybe this. Oh, and this is a not adjective, which is why it's in with de. When using a chaining descriptor word, not adjectives, and there's going to be more than one, you use de instead of na. So I think it's this basically saying this is light, durable, and a sensitivity. Oh, good. Let's see what this translator think it means. Lightweight, durable, and highly sensitive. If I was to get rid of this kanji, what would, it just says sensitive. So yes, the ryoko is being applied to the kondo. So karukute jobu. Oh, it's pronouncing this as jobu. What does he say?
仲ええやろ。まだまだケロちゃんチェック。このインカムはほんまに使えるんやで。軽くて丈夫、感度良好で。
Yeah, jobu, okay. Karukute jobu kondo ryoko de. So lightweight, durable, and good sensitivity. Kondo ryoko.
ケロちゃんチェック。このインカムはほんまに使えるんやで。軽くて丈夫、感度良好で緊急時にはほんま便利や。でやった友よもマイクチェック。このインカムはほんまに使えるんやで。軽くて丈夫、感度良好で緊急
Kinkyuji. Time of emergency. Event of emergency. Hurry emergency. Okay, and then hour, time, and then tense, solid, hard, reliable. Benri, convenient, handy, useful. Okay, so seeing how the second part of the sentence went, yeah, I don't think this is the not adjective de. I think it's a different de. The not adjective linking de. I think that's just the concept in end of sentence particle for emphasis, like yo, that day. And then we have the new sentence here. Kinkyuji niwa honma beriya. So honma, truth, reality, okay. So grammar. Is there a particle missing in this? Okay, nothing's missing. So when it comes to emergencies, it's truly convenient, essentially, or 緊急時にはほんま便利や緊急時にはほんま便利や
ケロちゃんチェック。このインカムはほんまに使えるんやで。軽くて丈夫、感度良好で緊急時にはほんま便利や。ハイテク様々やな。チェック。このインカムはほんまに使えるんやで。軽くて丈夫、感度良好で緊急時。
That line, so that this has to be one sentence. What is the purpose of the after of the in this sentence? Is used to connect multiple descriptive predicates, adjectives, and adjective phrases. This use allows the speakers to chain together several qualities of the subject, likely a tool or device, before concluding the final statement about its emergencies. It's grammatically similar to using commas in English to list attributes. Since it was the last attribute, why didn't it use na? Because it functions as the te form of the copula da. Okay, in this sentence, why does it need the te form of the copula? Using they allows the speaker to chain these independent descriptive facts together smoothly rather than ending each with a period or using the plain da form, which feels disjointed in this context. Okay, so 緊急にはほんま便利や I wonder if it's because this whole clause right here is actually supposed to be just another descriptor. It's like saying it's light, durable, and convenient in emergencies. Maybe that's why they're using de. Kinkyoji. So, Kinkyoji ni wa honma benri.
まだまだケロちゃんチェック。このインカムはほんまに使えるんやで。軽くて丈夫、感度良好で緊急時にはほんま便利や。ハイテク様々やな。
ハイテク様々やな。High tech. Oh, high tech. Sama-sama. Sama-sama ya na. Explain the grammar of that. What is sama-sama? Is a casual, often sarcastic, or humorous expression meaning thanks to something. It's all thanks to blah. Derived from this honorific suffix sama, which is repeated for emphasis, or normally used to show deep respect or extreme gratitude. Okage-sama de, okay. Okay, in this casual Kansai dialect inflected structure, it implies the speaker is benefiting from relying heavily on the preceding now. It carries a nuance of we are saved by, or it's a lifesaver. So, high teku sama-sama yana. So, thanks to this high tech. See, the translator translates it as, oh, it's good in emergencies, and then let's continue with okay, we really owe it all to high tech. Okay. High tech sama-sama ya na.
使えるんやで。軽くて丈夫、感度良好で緊急時にはほんま便利や。ハイテク様々やな。でやった？友よも毎回よう頑張ってデザインしよるな。
どうやった? That's a contraction of do data in standard Japanese. Or in other words, how is that? Tomoyo mo Maikai yo gambatte design shiona. Doing the best design. Then what's Maikai? Every time, each round. Explain the grammar of this. Every single time, my kai. So every time, but would be, I guess, my kai, but my kai is every single time. The repetition emphasizes consistency. Yo, in constant dialect, this isn't adverb meaning very or so much. It modifies the following verb. Gambatte. Te from gambaru, okay. So, design shayo. This is constant for design shiteru. Oh, that's right. That's right. They sometimes use a different form in kansai ben for saying shiteru. I forgot about that. The suffix indicate yoru, okay, indicates a continuous state or action similar to the standard teiru. How was it? Moyo was really stepped up her game with the design every single time, didn't she? Okay, let's see. Tomoyo really puts a lot of effort into the design every single time. In the grammar of this, how do you know that Shio is supposed to be a replacement for Shiteru? See, the phrase doyate in your appears to be a typo mishearing of doshite. No, that's not a mishearing, okay? That's Kansai Ben. The shio is not a replacement for shiteru in standard Japanese. Rather, it's the Kansai dialect equivalent of the standard Japanese shiteru. In Kansai dialect, okay, in Kansai Ben, the te form shite often contracts or shifts to shio. Wait. Or shido-yu. Wait, well, how do you conjugate suru then? Is it also shio? Yes, it is shio. So, shite often contracts or shifts to shio or shioru when combined with the auxiliary verb iru Thus, shiteru becomes shio. You do not know that shio is replacement of because they are not replacements with each. Okay. Grammar of this Kansai statement how do you know the shio is not volutional form oh because it's shioru. Yeah, it would be a U there, it wouldn't be an R there. That's how, okay. So, yo, ganbatte. So, then does Zine yo, ganbatte design. So, so very hardworking design. Ganbatte is considered a. I know it means like do your best, but what's it considered though? I guess that's designing. That would be designing. So always very best designing. Okay, so yeah, I guess that makes sense. So, どうやった友よも毎回毎回よう頑張ってデザインしよるな。So this is basically design している. But this is kansai ben contracted, so it gets contracted to shiyoru. So together this makes designing, and then this doing the best, and this is very. So doing very doing your best. Best of designing. So in other words, and then my kai is that was always, right? Something like always. Oh, every single time. So every single time, always just always doing our best to design things. Tomoyo-chan is. So どうやった友よも毎回よう頑張ってデザインしよるな。
ほんま便利や。ハイテク様々やな。でやった友よも毎回よう頑張ってデザインしよるな。こらわいもうかうかしてられへんで。
こら、わいもうかうかしてられへんで. So hen's how you say nai in Kansai Ben. And y is I in Kansai Ben. I think kora is probably going to be something like well. Kora or hey, okay. Uka, carelessly and attentively. Okay, what is rare nai? Let's look that up. Dictionary will be Translated to traditional Japanese for this dictionary. Rare nai. Okay, uka uka is an adverb. Oh, this is in the receptive tense. So, shite. What is suited normally in receptive tense? Yeah, rare, shite rareru. Let's see. Yeah, receptive tense is called passive tense. So normally it is something like sarenai or Explain the grammar of this. これは y も y も uka uka. This is a colloquial and dialectal contraction of mo okay. Uka uka. Okay, it's a moka uka. Moka uka. Kau. No, this is uka uka. I think it's. Let's see. Rade hen. This is the negative potential form of sudo in Kansai dialect. Let's see. How do you conjugate sudo into, wait, potential not into negative potential in Kansai Ben and then negative passive standard form seihin, okay, or seihin, okay. That's okay. Plain negative potential. Seihin or sei. Hin is a standard negative suffix for verbs. Isn't seihin the negative half form? Seihin or Seihin, okay. That's potential. How do you conjugate pseudo into negative? Te form in kansai ben. She is Seihin potential form or te form. Is it negative potential or negative te form? Okay. Is the negative plane form of pseudo and kansai dialect? Okay. What form is shite rarehin? In kansai ben, the negative sareru becomes sarehen, which then conjugates to the te form for connection or continuation, becoming shite rarehen. Okay, so more precisely, shite rarehen is the negative potential form combined with the auxiliary rareru potential passive, meaning right, cannot do or cannot be done. Explain the rare in part of this phrase. Or explain the grammar of the rare hin part of this. Okay. Okay, the grammatical focus is in shite hen, which is a colloquial and regional contraction of shite nai. Wait, shite nai? Let's see, is this the to need one? Is this from this one? Is it from... Gotta figure out which edu this is. Oh, it's from the to exist edu, okay. So this edu up here, to exist, to have. It's not from to be needed, okay, so. So shite, so it becomes edu to ida, irareru. Oh wait, irareru is the receptive tones. There's no potential in there at all because it would have been from edu to ireru first. Sweet. So this. Oh, it could be potential as well because this is an ichidan verb. Okay. Let's She is the edu in potential or receptive form. Negative potential form. Okay. So this is not. Oh, I see, and it's rare hen because the e in edu is gets contracted into the previous shite, which is common. Okay. So kora wai mo uka uka shite rareru. So this is basically uka uka in its continuous state, or the negative of it in its continuous state. I can't be carelessly. So in other words, I can't be careless, so... And hence they translated this to as... I can't stay in a careless state, or let's see. Shiterare hende. Okay. I can't just sit back and relax anymore. So in other words, I can't be doing carelessly continuously, since this is continuously. Or I can't just sit back and relax anymore. So Kora waimo uka uka shiterare hende.
友よも毎回よう頑張ってデザインしよるな。こらわいもうかうかしてられへんで。このコーナーをもっと盛り上げていくで。
この本なをもっとIt tells me this is even fast for Japanese, dear. Mori ageru. To pile up, to heap up. What is this moru, though? Boom, prosper. So sakaru is to become vigorous, to gain force. Or modu, to pile up, to heap up. Okay, so to pile up and to give together makes the word mori ageru. To stir up, to enliven, to bring to a climax. So, giving, piling up, or in other words, I guess giving the fine, to heap up. Oh, let's see. Konna. What is this konna? Okay. Let's really liven up this section. Let's see. Konna. Is that like a segment in a TV program then? Corner. Oh yeah, corner, which is also used for a segment in a TV or radio broadcast. Konna. Konna o motto mori uh, agete let's see, agete iku or go. Explain the grammar of Moriagete iku. Okay. To go, indicating an action that will continue into the future. So to liven up, difference between this with the iku and it without the iku. Moriagete first, moriagete iku. In English. Let's see. Iku emphasizing the continuation or progression of an action into the future to continue livening up or to build up the excitement over time. So would you say it's like continue to liven up? Let's see. Moriageru, to hype up, to keep hyping, to liven up. Okay, so moriageru is to hype up, while moriagete iku is to keep hyping. So kono kono moto moriagete iku de. So I'm gonna keep hyping this corner or this segment of the show. Or maybe I'm gonna keep making this corner more and more exciting. So kono kono moto moriagete iku de.
頑張ってデザインしよるな。こらわいもうかうかしてられへんで。このコーナーをもっともっと盛り上げていくで。ほなな。
ほなな。Which was, I know it's like a way of saying bye, but it means it has a nuance of, well then, okay. Oh yeah, so then, well then, aka like bye. As well then, that's everything. So, or bye. Honana.
でやった友よも毎回よう頑張ってデザインしよるな。こらわいもうかうかしてられへんで。このコーナーをもっともっと盛り上げていくで。ほなな。今度美術館に写生会に行くの。今度美術館に
Kondo bijutsukan ni something.
今度美術館に写生会に行くの。
Kondo this time. Okay, bijutsukan. That's an art museum. Okay, and then Jaseikai ni Jaseikai. What is a Jaseikai? Just say sketching, drawing from nature, portrayal description. Just say, so pseudo verb sketching. Hi, meeting, assembly, party, gathering, conference, athletic meet. Okay, it's basically some sort of, so a drawing party? Is that what they're talking about? So, this time, a drawing going on a drawing party to the museum. Let's see, I'm going to the art museum for sketching session soon. Okay, sketching session, drawing party, I guess. Kondo. Kondo 美術館にじゃ世界に行くの今度美術館にじゃ世界今度美術館にじゃ世界に行くの
練習してといくでほなな。今度美術館に写生会に行くの。だからケロちゃんをモデルに練習してたらお兄ちゃんがそんなわけな。今度美術館に写生会に行くの。だからケロ
だからケルちゃんをモデルに練習してしてたらDo a performer. So about Renshu's practice motto. So 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 Kira-chan is the practice model. Okay, then wait. Model needs to target practice towards Kira-chan をモデルに練習してたらお兄ちゃんが So I was practicing with Kira-chan as my model when my older brother. What is the shitetaru though? Explain the grammar of that. So Kira-chan will moderu ni. So using Kira-chan as a model, 練習してたら if I was practicing. Wait, this is if. explain the Renshu shite tada in detail. So Renshu suru, okay. Tada. Oh, that's right. The conditional tada, but suffix attached to the past tense. Oh, is this supposed to be itada? Conditional suffix attached to the past tense of ita. Oh, there's an ita in here. Its contractions can make words disappear. You have to recognize them. So the conditional tada of iru is itada, but the e just gets dropped, so it becomes tada. So だからケルちゃんのモデルに練習 Okay, so from that, okay, I was practicing with Kira-chan as the model. No, that's if I was practicing. No. Oh, conditional tada could be if or when, yeah. Oh, when I was practicing with Kira-chan, as the motto, Oni-chan did okay something. So だからケルちゃんのモデルに練習してたらお兄ちゃんが
今度美術館に写生会に行くの。だからケロちゃんをモデルに練習してたらお兄ちゃんがあんまりうるさいと追い出されるって言うんだよ。
あんまりうるさいと
に写生会に行くの。だからケロちゃんをモデルに練習してたらお兄ちゃんがあんまりうるさいと追い出されるって言うんだよ。
あんまり remainder うるさい noisy, which is a way of telling someone to be quiet. Okay. For remainder of noisiness, oidasu to expel, to drive out. Oh, this is from or to chase, and then dasu to remove something. So to chase and to remove something, aka to expel, to drive out. Oidasu. So oidasu. So oidas saseru. So sareru. So to cause, to expel. Iundayo. So when Oni-chan with a little noise said to get out. So while I was studying, practicing drawing Kiro-chan, if you're gonna make a little noise, when my brother said that if you're gonna make a little, when my older brother said if you're gonna make a little noise, then get out. I think that's what it's saying. So I was practicing with Kira-chan as my model, and my brother told me if you make too much noise, they'll kick you out. Oh. Okay, this is in response about the museum. Okay, so omoidas. So, あんまりうるさいと追い出させる. So, with a little noise, someone will cause to kick you out. In this context, it's probably just understood to be the museum. So older brother said that if you make a little noise, they'll kick you out, okay? So, あまりうるさいと追い出される。Okay. Root te. Okay. あんまりうるさいと追い出されるって言うんだよ。
練習してたらお兄ちゃんがあんまりうるさいと追い出されるって言うんだよ。そんなわけないよね。
そんなわけないよね。So that kind of reason doesn't exist. I think it's trying to say that shouldn't be a reason. Or that's ridiculous. That reason's ridiculous. Oh, that's not going to happen, is it? Sona wakenai. So that kind of reason does not exist, aka it's not going to happen, okay? Wakenai. Easy. There's no way that. Yeah, okay, this is just. Oh, it's considered a phrase when you say wakenai. There's no way that, so not. Reason doesn't exist, aka not going to happen. So, sona wakenai yo ne. Sona wakenai yo ne.
お兄ちゃんがあんまりうるさいと追い出されるって言うんだよ。そんなわけないよね。でも、おなんで私たち外にいるの？
なんで私たち外にいる? Like, what reason or what, I guess what reason or what happened? Why are we outside? So by what means are we outside? なんで私たち外にいるの?
練習してたらお兄ちゃんがあんまりうるさいと追い出されるって言うんだよ。そんなわけないよね。でもなんで私たち外にいるの？カードキャプターさくらの怪盗初挑戦。
Sakura no Kaito Hachijosen. Let's look that up. Kaito Hachijosen. Let's hear that title again. Unfortunately, no subtitle for this.
なんで私たち外にいるの？カードキャプターさくらの怪盗初挑戦。
Kaito. 八条線。始まる。I know it's that kanji. 始める。始め。Yeah, there you go. 八条線。八条線。I'm not sure. So that has to do with like time and I guess first time or then the battle or something.
なんで私たち外にいるの？カードキャプターさくら、さくらの怪盗初挑戦。次回もさくらと一緒にレリース。次回もさくら。
次回もSakuraと一緒にリリース。So, next time, with Sakura, release.
カードキャプターさくら、さくらの怪盗初挑戦。次回もさくらと一緒にレリース。さくらと一緒にいるの？カードキャプターさくら、さくらの怪盗初挑戦。次回もさくらと
質問がありますか? Are there any questions? If there's no questions, then we're going to raid, so please stick around for the raid. Okay, we're gonna raid Con TV, who's watching Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. That's the first raid. The second raid is gonna be to We're gonna raid Genron83, who's studying English. His native language is Japanese. And the last raid is going to be on we're gonna raid this, who I believe is playing with Dr. Disrespect right now. Minasan, okiyotsukete. Mata ashita. Goodbye, everyone. See you tomorrow.